Tron to Ghostly. I'm gonna show you what that looks like. You're gonna see how much they changed them. Okay?
You can see, you should screenshot and save this. All right? Screenshot and save it. This is serious evidence, okay?
That they tore down. This is the statue they tore down, right?
Wow. They tore it down, okay? Trying to hide something. What are you trying to hide, Esau Edom? Because, see, you can't explain that away. When you got white tourists, coming to France to different parts, and all of a sudden they turn a corner, walk down a cobblestone street, and they see this. You have to explain that.
That's it. They blew it down, right? And then what did they do? Worst part about it is they created a new one. When? 2019.
Wow.
2019. A new statue of Bertrand de Ghostly. I'm gonna show you what that looks like. You're gonna see how much they changed them. Okay? You see that? Even this little picture, look at that. Look at the nose, how more broad it looks. It looks more like a so-called black, like Bo Jackson. Yo, Bo Jackson traveling in time, man. And Bo Jackson is not an African, if that's what you think I'm saying.
Bo Jackson is an Israelite. And that's basically what Kuti Meadow is saying.
Yeah, y'all are really slow with that, man. Nobody's talking about Africans, man. All right? So it says the town hall is under construction. The tent that will protect the speakers is installed. The young man is busy preparing everything. This is the inauguration of the new statue. You guys want to see it? All right? Be ready. Get ready. It's coming. Look, he got Let Douce Klitzling. Like, he's famous in France, guys. Right? All right, they're like, yeah, we got a new one. He looks more like us. He looks more like us now. Good job, guys. We made him look more. Look at the hijack, the eagle, the double-headed, the eagle, the hijack. Yeah, he looks more like us now.
And I do borrow that term from it often, the hijack, dodge the hijack. All right, and there's a Kunalite, the token.
And then we got the dude over here, just saying, yeah, master, yes, yeah, man. Yes, he does definitely look more like you guys now, yeah. Okay, all right. So, yeah, here they're unveiling the thing, right? Here you go.
Now they made them, they made them extremely swarthy. They made a black statue, past swarthy. All right, but wait till you get up close to see his features, though.
Oh, I'm going to say something, right? At the end, right? After this, after I show you these images, right? So, hold up. That's the new statue, guys. That's the new statue. Let's get a side look. Homeboy, like, over here, they had to have they had to have the Swarty Naga to.
Why he look like Bishop Nate? All right, because he whitewashes, the doctrine by saying, the JC word. Those are Edomite words, expressions, not the name of a Hebrew man who spoke a Hebrew language.
To verify them, right? Oh yes, I accept this as the new image of the globe, even though he don't look nothing like the old statue. Okay. The shout out to Konaya Israel. He said, yo, he was a black man, and then they made him look like Anthony Hopkins. I started laughing when he said that. Yo, he literally does look like these people. Look at that. Like, he looks just like them. That's funny how they did. See how this is what I'm saying. This is what people do. They put themselves, right? That's idol stuff, right? Anyways.
We're going to get a close
there we
up.
go.
There it is. All right. With that fucked up haircut. This is what... So he went from... Hold on. He went from what you saw to this.
Oh my goodness. You can't make that shit up. And just like the elder said, look, listen, that's the first thing I thought when I saw their token you already know what it is. When I said, damn, that looks like Bishop Nate. It looked just like him. This man, first and foremost, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakaha, Kwadash, double honors to the apostles, and the elders of Great Millstone, on whom I learn from daily. Healthy shalom to the brothers out there doing the work in truth and sincerity. Shalom to the 144,000 mighty men that damn sure don't look like this. Anyhow, some of them do, okay? But, I'm just saying, that's crazy. And I'm going to make this my intro. This is part of Esau Edom's enchantments, lies, and out changing history. It tells you that in the book of Maccabees, where they sought to paint the likeness of their image. You saw the statue before. Yeah, it looked like Sonny Liston. Okay? And, it looked like my uncle or something. That was a straight up so-called black man. Again, with the high cheekbones and the broad nose and the stern look. Yeah, straight up with the so-called Negro, man. All right? So this lesson is going into this. Come on. There we go. This lesson is going to go into these the signs and the times and this season. There's something about this season I really just don't like. I can't stand it. You got your Thanksgiving, that's what we call it, because that's exactly what it was. With the slaughter of the so-called Native Americans, the Northern Kingdom, all Northern Kingdom, the slaughter and the land theft. Okay? And then, what do you have? You got all kinds of jakes, whether it be Northern or Southern Kingdom, celebrating this shit. And they can't let it go. They can't let it go. It's steeped into their, and I'm talking about 2/3. It's steeped into their, I'll just say it like it is, to their tradition, that they find it to be sacred. Your Thanksgiving and your so-called Christmas, when that goes into, this is a whole nother lesson, when that goes into Nimrod, man. Disgusting things Nimrod did. What he married his own mother. What'd you say? The SHILT sacrifice, which is one of the same things that these higher ups, these your Trumpians, and all these people, they're about that kind of thing, man. What do you think that Epstein stuff was for? What do you think that was all about? It was nothing more than human trafficking. And they still do it. All right? They just got caught. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is putting these curses on our enemies. And they got caught through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua that all this is coming out. Okay? And the scripture said the son of perdition shall be revealed, the devil the Bible speaks of, Esau, Edom. And along with these other nations too, because they were involved in it. Anybody with any kind of money, now they got your ass on camera. You threw if you was there, okay? You can't tell me this place is not Babylon. You can't tell me this place is not spiritual Sodom and Egypt, man. Jeremiah 10th chapter, verse 1, hear ye the word, which the Lord Yahweh, that's his name, speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. It ain't talking to nobody else. The scripture very plainly just told you. He ain't talking to nobody else. He ain't dealing with nobody else. And that also goes into, Genesis taking the bag. It's very clearly took the damn bag, man. And that's a damn shame, man. That's a damn shame. Hebrews and Hellcats. Verse 2, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Yeah, when they seeing what they call UAPs now, how come they changed the name? Who knows? Because they are identified. I know. Okay. When the mainstream people are starting to see chariots, look, I'm at the age I remember where it was almost taboo for somebody to say I saw a UFO. I remember. Excuse me, call hello Yahweh Shem Yahushua. I totally remember that. When people would look at you like you crazy, like in that movie. Oh man, like in that movie, Independence Day. Where the people was making fun of the dude, where the aliens, in that movie, because that's bullshit. Ain't no such thing as no damn alien. Where they had abducted his ass, and they were talking about did they anally probe you and all that. Okay. Esau's he nasty like that anyway, but It was taboo. But see, now we know, and they look, that's why they shut down the observatories and all that shit. But this is going into something different. Let's read verse 3. Talks about the customs of the people, all right? The customs of the people. Verse 3, for the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen, with an axe. What is it going into? You got a Christmas tree, man, and it's every year. Every year, a lot of you brothers may not see it like I see it, simply because in the area that I'm from is basically the main source, one of the main sources of so-called Christmas trees throughout the whole United States. Okay? Just one county over, I don't know, 20 minutes from where I live, or even in this area, the White House itself gets its tree from this area, like almost every year. You can look it up. It's for real. All right. And it's disgusting, and it's going against Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And it's got a whole, again, this is why I'm going into this. I'm sort of vexed because it's got a whole fucked up vibe, man. It's absolutely disgusting. And who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, he wasn't born on a December 25th. He was born in the spring. A baby laying in a manger, and it's 0 degrees. Come on, man, give me a break. You people you Americans, man. You Americans are stupid. You're stupid. Verse 4 reads, they deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers that it move not. That's just talking about a Christmas tree. Up and up, plain and plain. All right? That's what it's talking about. They are upright as the palm tree. They speak not. They must needs be born because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil. Neither also is it in them to do good. It's a custom of the heathen, okay, that they brought about, really going after Nimrod. What it is it's an enchantment. It's a spell. It's a trick, okay. And what's that damn witch? Marina Djokovic or whatever the hell her damn name. We'll go into it in a minute. Proverbs 3 and verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. The oppressor does this, and he oppresses you, several different times, especially, in this time, man. Look, man, Christmas. I remember, coming up. Of course, we celebrated Christmas. We didn't know any better. As a child, we didn't know any better. Matter of fact, my parents didn't know any better. They just didn't know the scriptures. They didn't know. All right? These things have to be learned, right? But, I'm just saying, they know now, but, it is what it is. They're going to do what they're going to do. But coming up, Christmas was a strain, man. It was a strain. We hardly didn't have, enough money. I'm not saying we was damn dirt floor poor. You know what I'm saying? Because, they did get us actually some rather expensive things from time to time. But that's neither here nor there. That's not what it's all about. Okay? But Christmas is a strain on your wallets. It's a strain on relationships. And it's a whole evil time. It's got an evil vibe to it. Here it is. You got some big fat Edomite, who the world ended calls white people, coming down your chimney. Just weird shit, man. Coming down your chimney, giving every kid on earth some damn Christmas presents. And you got your songs they sing about. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. That shit's creepy. He knows if you've been bad or good. That's creepy, man. This is one of the oppressor's ways. So I looked this up right here. Why do so-called black, I just looked up black, because we know Northern and Southern Kingdom do it. Matter of fact, my neighbor over there got 2 trees. I haven't really told him about this yet. But, the scripture says, study to show thyself approved. So, anyway, it's this damn shame when I said, man, come on, man. Damn. Where do black customers spend their money during the holidays, and they call them the holidays. Holidays are supposed to go into holy days. See, we have our holy days. Okay? According to the scriptures, we have our high holy days. They have what they call holidays, which is it's all paganistic worship of idols. It's all it is. It's wrong. So where do blacks spend? Salaki, I had to say it that way. Spend their money. The holiday season is here. It is time for gifts, holiday meals, and celebrations, parties. What are you celebrating? Under the false banner of Christianity, they say it's Christ's birthday. You know, which I hate even saying that. As a matter of fact, look, you got to check this out. Listen closely. Did Yahweh ever celebrate his own birthday? That's why we don't celebrate birthdays. That's self-worship. That's going off. See? Anyway, are a great time to celebrate and give thanks for all that we have. But we don't have shit. Go into the scriptures and it tells you that thou shalt what? We'd have to rely on our oppressors for wanting all things. In hunger, in nakedness, and in thirst. So us Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and speckled bird, we ain't got shit. We have nothing. And again, it's a part of the curses. So who are these holidays for? You got it. These Edomites and the rest of these other nations that celebrate this bullshit. Matter of fact, there's a scripture that talks about they send gifts from one to another. Let's get that right quick. Because nigga, Salakia, you was a part of them holidays. And see, let's get it. It's in Revelation, I believe. Let me see. Yep. Revelation 11 chapter. I should have known that. Salakia. Okay. Spiritual Sodom and Egypt in verse 8. Anyhow, Revelation 11 and verse 10, and it reads, and they that dwell upon the earth rejoice over them and make merry. See that? Merry Christmas. You hear? See? And shall send gifts one to another. Those gifts was you. And that's a proven fact. We got to look up the history on these things. Apply the scriptures to the history because it all matches up perfectly. Send gifts one to another because these two prophets, northern and southern kingdom, prophets tormented them that dwell on the earth. And these people are getting straight up tormented with these scriptures because they can't do shit with them. They know it's the truth, and then they try to change shit. Just like they changed that statue, just some more enchantments. You see? It all hooks up together. Thanksgiving. Give me a damn break. At the same time, giving Gad and Northern Kingdom smallpox blankets, broke all the treaties, stole the land, Trail of Tears, the grape, robbing and unaliving. Come on, man. Trump says Thanksgiving dinner would be cheaper this year. We compared the numbers. What did I say? He said this wicked ass celebration will be cheaper this year, and that's another one of his enchantments. And that's why I got to go here first. Let me read this right quick though. Salakia, President Trump has touted cheaper Thanksgiving cost, but the actual figures behind the claim may draw a more complicated picture. Yeah, everything is way more expensive, but the scripture said, what did it say? 2 Ezra 16 and verse 21. Behold, victuals, that's food, shall be so cheap and good and cheap upon the earth, and they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth. Sword, famine, and great confusion. That's what's happening. This is part of the prophecies. You see that? These enchantments. You remember this right here? Yes. Nero, Trump. He's got this thing, man. He done fooled and tricked and grifted. You know, every damn body, everybody who would go along with it. All right. And the only reason why they go along with it is because what the scripture said, the deceived and the deceiver are his, right? But they're going along with it simply because they don't like you Israelites. That's the whole thing. They'd rather cut their own damn foot off, which they have. But hey, again, it's all prophecy. This place is circling the drain. You know, brother against brother, 2nd Ezra 15th chapter. Let's look into this just a little bit. Another one of his enchantments. And you Magites, or even, conservative, man, he's got y'all fooled, man. Just by opening his mouth and saying something. Esau Edom has been doing that. He'll just, he's part of his enchantments. They're wizards, man, and witches. Okay? Let's see, the Trump mobile phone is nowhere to be found after months of delays. So look at this right here. Look, it's all over the damn news or whatever, and we all know that's controlled opposition. All right, in June, President Trump's 2 older sons had an event at Trump Tower where they touted a new made in the USA mobile phone with an American flag on the back, which is the most impressive flag on earth, straight up, plus a new wireless service called Trump Mobile. And you know how many people had gave this damn fool money to get a Trump phone? You know how many people? I mean, look, man. Look, Nero has gotten stupid rich in the last. Well, I said first year of his second term. I'm talking to the tune of billions. All right. And all his rich friends or whatever, he's being controlled by them JEUUs anyway. But they all getting rich and the poor are getting poor, and that's just the way it's supposed to be. Also, you see, what was it? Oh, I'm going to go here. I'm going to read just a little bit of this. If it'll work for me. There you go. Look at that witch. Look at that wizard. That dude's a wizard, man. People think they want to put it out there on the news or whatnot. Trump is an idiot. He's a blabbering idiot. Well, I mean, yeah, he is, but he ain't stupid. That guy's not stupid, man. He knows what he's doing. And he knows his enchantments work because these Edomites are going to be, they got us a natural hatred for you Jakes, man. All right? So they'd rather do, matter of fact, they're so damn stupid. These Americans are so stupid. There's been interviews, you can't make this shit up. There's been interviews out there where they asking people on the street, and some of them even know their kingdom. A lot of them are conquistadors anyway. They were asking people on the street, do you support the ACA, which is the American Care Act? What is it? Yeah, something like that. The ACA, right? Or do you support Obamacare? When that's the same damn thing. And you got all these people saying, nah, I'd rather support the ACA. I'd rather support. Nigga, it's the same thing. That's how, what's the difference? Hey, what's the problem? That he's a so-called black man when he's really a Hamite. The Lord doth put a difference, right? Anyway, look at this, what this witch said. This damn demon. Jay-Z dancing with her like she's trying to take his damn soul. It's disgusting. Anyhow, satanic witch, and she unapologetic. She knows. She'll tell you. Satanic witch Marina Abramovic, whatever the hell her damn name is, says Trump is a high magician creating chaos for a NWO, and if you don't believe me, it's on the dollar bill. Order at KO. Order out of chaos. One of he's a what? He is, let's read it again. She said what? Trump is a high musician creating chaos for a new world order. NWO. Performance artist. I don't know what the hell she performing. Yeah, we do. Anyway, has I can't pronounce her name and I really don't care to. Has never been shy about her occult leanings, but her latest admission relayed through a story about a shaman she met in Finland should raise alarm bells for anyone paying attention. Well, nobody's paying attention. These Americans are stupid. This is what she said. She said about Trump. And here it is, unapologetic high witch, man. All right? She recounts that the shaman told her the best thing happening on the planet right now is Donald Trump because he is so irrational. He's so different. He's the magician who is waking us up. You see that? In other words, Trump is not simply a political figure to her world of mystics and occultics. He is viewed as a magician, Salakia, of the highest order. Woo! So in chaos, through which a new order will eventually be found. And we know what that entails, the MOTB. Look at this right here. Look at that. Hey, take a screenshot of it. You see it. That's why they got to stand. They got to stand now with them enchantments, baby. Isaiah, I said, baby, like, like mama, like your mama said, hey, baby, you know what I'm saying? Come on now. Yeah, Isaiah 47, chapter verse 1, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. That's America. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. That's Edomites. All right? For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstone and grind mill. Uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg. Uncover the thigh. Pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. When Yahushua comes back, woo-woo. Oh, they through. When New Jerusalem come down, they done you, baby. Isaiah the 63rd chapter. Read that in your own time. Okay? As for our Redeemer, that's the Redeemer of the Israelites. The Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. This place is finished, man. Why is this not working? There we go. This place is done. Let's see what hold on. Verse 12. Let's jump down to verse 12. Stand now with thine enchantments. What? What did that say? It says, stand now with thine enchantments. The great magician, right? That's going to bring in what? The NWO, which in fact is in the prophecies. Let's go. Let's go. See that? Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. See that? Thou shalt be able to what? Profit. If so be thou mayest prevail. And they're not going to prevail while they're eating, while they're trying to fill their belly. How about Shemi Yahushua going to destroy their ass? And this shit ain't working, man. This is tripping. You see it? All right? We know the true origins. Nimrod, Christmas tree. We know all of it, man. We know. We do the research. We know true origins of what it says. SHILD, sacrifice. Okay? These people are disgusting. Isaiah 30, verse 12. Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because you despise this word, talking about who? The Israelites. I mean, hey, look, that could also be talking about the heathen nations too, because they despise the word. Remember, it said they're clean contrary, right? But the only people that really matter are the Israelites. That's what's up. Really, on this side, the only people that matter is the elect. And trust in oppression and perverseness. What's that perverseness? What's that oppression? Remember, I briefly went into how your wallet gets you celebrate this shit, your wallet takes a big hit, man. For shit you don't need. All right? Celebrate something you ought not to. And what perverseness, and stay thereon. Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach. What's a breach? A breach. If a wall gets breached, or if your army gets breached, that means it's infiltrated. Okay? Matter of fact, let's just look it up. Copy the word breach. All right, come on now. This shit is working slow as hell. Breach. Let's get the definition of breach. An act of breaking or failing to observe a law, agreement, or code of conduct. Woo! See that? a gap in a wall, barrier, or defense, especially one made by an attacking army. That's a breach. See? And what's like a breach, baby, comes out backwards. Okay? Let's read it again. Verse 13. Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high place. It's like swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. See? At an instant. And it shall break it as the breaking of the potter's vessel that is broken in pieces. He shall not spare, so that there shall not be found in it, in the bursting of it, shared to take fire, shed to take whatever, shared. Read it right. To take fire from the earth, from the hearth. Damn, read it right. Salakia for that. Kahalal Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Or take water with all out of the pit, man. So it's a breach. All right, it's a damn, and as it goes back, it told you they trust in oppression and stay thereon. So you continue to worship these idols and do all the things. What he say in that movie, Demolition Day? He let us out so we can do all the things that we want to do, right? You keep celebrating that shit. See what happens to you. Hopefully this lesson was edifying, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.